Can we get this vote done now? Can we get to my colleague's motion? This is a joke. They're calling people out there right now to delay this.
There are 10 yeas and 25 nays. The motion fails.
Tax businesses more, that you're likely to hurt the economy downtown. You're likely to increase the vacancy issues that are currently contributing to the shift.
And I'm challenging those with the means, these large corporations, to pay their fair share in taxes. This community safety charge does just that.
Thank you, Craig. Thanks,
Thank
Craig.
you.
Thank you for a non-answer.
Well, hold on a second. What's a non-answer?
And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you these stories every day. Now, y'all, today, your boy, the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, got a huge smackdown on his stupid head tax proposal when his city council voted resoundingly against it. If you watched our video from yesterday, you see that your boy, the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, he's getting tremendous pushback on his disastrous budget plan for his city, which is currently facing a $1.2 billion shortfall, a result of his other disastrous budgets in which he gave $800 million away to, y'all already know. Y'all know who he gave it to. We don't have to go over that again. So now, today, y'all, everything came to a head. He has this, would you call this an intelligent plan, y'all? He wants to charge businesses with over 100 employees in Chicago. He wants to charge them $21 per month per employee. So you're looking to attract business. You're looking to tell current businesses to expand, and you're going to penalize them for having done so with a $21 per month per employee surcharge, fee, tax, whatever you want to call it. People are pushing back on this because they see how idiotic it is. And it all came to a head today with a vote. And I'm going to let you guess how the vote went down. If you can't guess, I'm going to show you here shortly. And then one reporter, y'all, I don't know what's going on with this press corps, y'all. This press corps, they let this illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor just say whatever. They don't challenge him on hardly anything that he says. They'll challenge him if he says something racist. But most of his press conferences are just filled with him saying stupid stuff. And maybe it's just part of the way that they interact with him not to push back too much. I don't know. But you're going to see here one reporter today actually asked the obvious question, and you're going to see what an illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor, what his answer is to an obvious question. So first, we're going to take a look at him failing the vote. Let's go ahead and hop into it. But before we do, y'all, we are launching our official Patreon. So if you want to be a founding member on our Patreon, we have just 222 slots, y'all. If you want to be a founding member, go down, click the very first link in the description, and you're gonna feel good about this, y'all, because believe it or not, we are an actual paralegal school, and we help people get their paralegal certificate and get working in the paralegal field. And all of the proceeds from our Patreon, when you enroll as a founding member, all of that is gonna go to scholarships for people who would like to study at our institute, y'all. So click that first link down in the description. Join us as a founding member, y'all. This deal will not come back. Now let's get into the story.
Alderman O'Shea.
Thank you, Chairman. For the last 90 minutes, those of us who showed up on time have been patiently waiting. I've now gotten 3 texts from colleagues in this room. They're being called into the Conway room to get more pressure. I renew the motion from my colleague in the 42nd Ward. This is nonsense. We got commissioners running departments, wasting their time sitting around down here. Can we get this vote done now? Can we get to my colleague's motion? This is a joke. They're calling people out there right now to delay this. Thank you.
Alderman Silverstein. Ex officio Nugent. Chair Dowell votes no. There are 10 yeas and 25 nays. The motion to do pass this recommendation, item number 1, fails.
So there you see the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor's proposal, his $21 per month head tax, went down in flames. 25 people voted against it. 10 people voted for it. But things are not over with, y'all. This is just the first round of budget battles, of likely many to come. Now check this out, y'all. Brandon Johnson, as you remember from yesterday's video, he has promised not to raise property taxes in Chicago, but has that prevented property taxes from going up 100% in some areas? No, it hasn't. No, he didn't raise them. They just raised the assessments, which is a loophole, which is another way to get some more money out of you. Let's take a look at what he has to say. What is the reason for these property tax increases?
We saw just how unfair our economic system is this weekend when Chicago homeowners, particularly homeowners on the south and west side, were hit with the largest property tax increase in decades. Because of the drop in the value of downtown commercial properties as a result of the pandemic, a greater proportion of the property tax burden fell on Chicago's neighborhoods this year. Our low income and working class neighborhoods were hit particularly harder. The area with the most drastic increase were the neighborhoods with the least ability to afford it. The median homeowner's tax bill in West Garfield Park, for instance, increased by over 100%. North Lawndale increased by nearly 100%. And Inglewood by over 80%. It is no secret that we have a broken property tax system that essentially forces poor and working people to subsidize the wealthy. And that is why I did not propose a property tax increase in my budget proposal.
So now an intelligent person would say, okay, property taxes are down in the downtown area where there's a lot of businesses because business has not recovered after COVID, okay? And so we want to encourage business. We want to encourage them to come back. We want to foster business, right? And how should we do that? I know. Why don't we tax them to increase employment? Why don't we make it harder for them to hire more people? That sounds like an illustrious sub 10% approval initiative now, doesn't it?
So we hear you talk about the property tax shift from businesses out to homeowners. We heard Alders talk the same thing. It seems you're seeing things from a completely different vantage point. They're making the argument, and I'd like your response to this, that if you tax businesses more, that you're likely to hurt the economy downtown. You're likely to increase the vacancy issues that are currently contributing to the shift because property values or properties devalued downtown. So, I mean, what's going to happen if businesses do get hurt more and maybe they shift employees outside of town? People aren't coming downtown, property values go down. Doesn't that hurt homeowners in Englewood and in Austin even further, as the Pappas's report seemed to indicate?
Well, look, I try not to live in hypothetical. I'm a Bears fan, so I try to live in like real practical terms. You know, here's what I believe folks are missing who have that particular vantage point. The reason why, first of all, the vacancy exists is because obviously we're still recovering from the pandemic. There is no correlation between taxation and the success, if you will, of corporations. What we do know, though, is there is a correlation between safety and population and businesses. This is about ensuring that we do the work that strengthens our city as a much safer place to live and do business. Keep in mind, this community safety surcharge is going to go towards the area that everybody knows is the most important thing, which is to ensure that we're driving violence down in the city of Chicago. There's more evidence of community safety driving business and people out than any of the speculations that they're making.
So just to be clear, you are not backing down on the head tax whatsoever. It's going to be in your budget.
I'm not backing down in protecting working people, right? That's the
Well,
part
that's kind of dodging the question. If you'll
No, it's not.
Well, are you? Is the head tax going to stay in your budget?
I just said though, Greg. I just said that we're not. I'm going to veto a budget that increases property taxes, and I'm challenging those with the means, these large corporations, to pay their fair share in taxes. This community safety charge does just that.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you.
Thank you for a non-answer.
Well, hold on a second. What's a non-answer? The corporate tax is in this budget. It will stay in this budget. Is that clear enough?
Thank you.
All right. I mean, I don't know why you missed that the
That's the
first
answer
time,
I was
though.
looking for.
Well, you got that answer before. Just follow along. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
Hey, Mayor.
So y'all, part of the problem is we watch the news. The news hires real people to go talk to the politicians, but the real people who talk to the politicians maybe are afraid to challenge them, or sometimes they go overboard and they challenge them about things that really don't matter. This was the correct type of challenge. This was exactly what this reporter should have done. He did it perfectly. Hey man, isn't the fact that you're gonna make it harder to hire employees, isn't that gonna make it harder for the commercial property tax to recover? Oh, and he didn't get to this, but oh, and by the way, don't you want your people to have more opportunities to get a job rather than less? Kudos to this reporter, y'all. He did his job properly. Everybody else today, who knows, but this guy did it right. So what do you think, y'all? Do you think this head tax is gonna survive? Do you think that the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor maybe will wake up at some point and start doing his job properly? Let me know what you think down in the comments, y'all. Before you do, please stop, hit the share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.